Sahih al-Bukhari 2686. Narrated in Nu'man bin Bashir, the Prophet said, "The example of the person abiding by Allah's orders and limits, or the one who abides by the limits and regulations prescribed by Allah, in comparison to the one who do wrong and violate Allah's limits and orders is like the example of people drawing lots for seats in a boat. Some of them got seats in the upper part while the others in the lower part. Those in the lower part have to pass by those in the upper one to get water, and that troubled the latter. One of them, i.e. the people in the lower part, took an axe and started making a hole in the bottom of the boat. The people of the upper part came and asked him, saying, 'What is wrong with you?' He replied, 'You have been troubled much by my coming up to you, and I have to get water.' Now if they prevent him from doing that, they will save him and themselves, but if they leave him to do what he wants, they will destroy him and themselves." Summary. The hadith is about the importance of following Allah's orders and limits, and how it is similar to people drawing lots for seats in a boat. It also explains that if one does not abide by Allah's orders, they will be destroying themselves as well as others. Sahih al-Bukhari 2687. Narrated Allah, that when the Ansar drew lots as to which of the emigrants should dwell with which of the Ansar, the name of Uthamn bin Mazun came out, to be in their lot. Allah further said, "Uthman stayed with us, and we nursed him when he got sick, but he died. We shrouded him in his clothes, and Allah's apostle came to our house and I said, addressing the dead Uthman, 'O Abu Sa'id, may Allah be merciful to you. I testify that Allah has blessed you.' The Prophet said to me, 'How do you know that Allah has blessed him?' I replied, 'I do not know, O Allah's Messenger. May my parents be sacrificed for you.' Allah's Messenger said, 'As regards Uthman, by Allah he has died and I really wish him every good, yet, by Allah, although I am Allah's Messenger, I do not know what will be done to him.' Allah added, 'By Allah I shall never attest the piety of anybody after him. And what Allah's Messenger said made me sad.' Allah further said, 'Once I slept and saw in a dream, a flowing stream for Uthman. So I went to Allah's Messenger and told him about it. He said, that is, the symbol of his deeds.' Summary. The hadith is about the death of Uthman bin Mazun and how the Prophet reacted to it. Explanation. In the first hadith talks about the importance of abiding by Allah's orders and limits. It compares this to people who draw lots for seats in a boat. Those who are seated in the upper part have to pass through those seated in the lower part to get water, which can be troublesome for them. The Prophet Muhammad then uses this example to explain that if someone does not abide by Allah's orders, they will be causing harm not only to themselves but also others around them. This hadith teaches us that we should always strive to follow what has been prescribed by our Creator so that we can protect ourselves from any harm or destruction. The second hadith is about the death of Uthman bin Mazun and how the Prophet Muhammad reacted to it. When Allah drew lots as to which of the emigrants should dwell with which of the Ansar, Uthman stayed with them. They nursed him when he got sick, but eventually he passed away. When Allah saw this, she said a prayer for him, asking Allah for mercy upon him. The Prophet then asked her how she knew that Allah had blessed him. She replied that she did not know, but her parents were sacrificed for his sake. The Prophet then said that although he was a messenger from Allah, he did not know what would be done to Uthman in terms of his fate in afterlife. Later on, Allah dreamt about a flowing stream for Uthman, and when she told this dream to the Prophet, he said that it was a symbol of his deeds, indicating that all his good deeds will be rewarded by Allah in afterlife. This hadith teaches us many values such as being kind towards others even if they are strangers or non-Muslims, being humble enough not to claim knowledge we do not have, and also being patient during times of grief.